know you're somewhere.
Hi Aries, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Aries, you guys got Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. I feel like somebody here is starting over, and they're starting over in their heart space. They're starting from like a really good place. Like somebody here is coming from a really good place, and they're like, you know what? In this new beginning, in this like new phase of my life, I'm doing things differently than I did in the past, because I feel like the past energy here shows me that the relationship you were in, for some reason you had to end it. And I feel like, why do we have to end things when they no longer serve us, right? And I don't feel like you're freaking out or anything. I feel like you're really ready for this new beginning. I feel like you're happy to get rid of this relationship and start over again, and start over in a different energy, start over in a more positive energy, start over in a heart-spaced energy. So that's what I'm getting, Aries. Somebody's starting over, leaving your one relationship behind, and starting over in a really like sturdy, positive way, in heart energy, knowing what mistakes they made in the past, and like knowing that they're not going to do the same things over again. So that's what I'm getting. Let's pull some more cards, Aries. So Aries, I feel like there's a lot of earth energy out here. I don't know if you have earth in your chart, or you're just dealing with two earth signs. I'm getting two earth signs here, which could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I have the Queen of Earth, and then I have the Seneschal in reverse. And I don't feel like they're the same person at all, because the Seneschal in reverse is someone who, you know, you thought that they were loyal and they turned out not to be. And then they're being clarified by a false person. So I feel like this is who you were probably in a relationship with. This is the commitment that you are leaving, because you figured out something about this person. I mean, obviously they're not loyal, right? With the Seneschal in reverse, this is someone that you can't trust with your home. This is someone you can't trust with anything, especially them. It's like double confirmation that they are false. So whoever you're dealing with, and you're not even struggling with it though. Like you're not even, the funny thing here is like, I don't think that you're upset to have found out that they were false. That's the funny thing here about this. Like, I don't feel that you're like, you know, depressed, and I don't feel like you're like upset and you want to like, you know, cry because it's such a big loss in your life. I feel like you're just ready for this to be over. There's something about this person that has taken you to the point of such an exhaustion, you know, with this 10 of Wands here, and the Scythe is just like, I know I need to cut this out. I know this isn't good for me anymore. I'm just like, I don't even know why it's lasted as long as it did. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting with you and this person. And you have a lot of faith that things could be better. Like, this cannot be it. Like, that's what I'm getting with your energy. It's like, this cannot be it for me. I have to find someone better. Like, this is like, you're just so glad for this to be over. We have 10s coming out with this person again, 10, 10, 10. So you're definitely so happy that this is over, and you're not like indecisive about it or anything. Like, you just want this energy to be cleared of you. You know what I mean? Like, when you want somebody out of your space, like, you know, when you just had it with somebody, that's what I'm getting with you and this person. It's like, you've just had it. You don't want to have to like deal with this person at all. Like, that's what I'm getting. Like, I don't know what they did to you. Like, I mean, they're coming up as a false person. I just feel like you've really figured out that this person was not in your best interest. And like, they have another 10 right next to them. So like, you literally have 10, 10, 10, 10. You have 4 10s next to this person. So that tells me like, yes, it is very much over. Now, what's really interesting about this freaking read is that something has shifted. Something inside of you has changed. You've learned something from the ending of this relationship with perception. It's like you're seeing things differently. You see how like she has glasses on, but they're like glasses that are made of feathers. It's like you're seeing things from a different perspective, but like in a very big way. Like, whatever this person did to you, I kind of feel like you might have gotten exactly what you wanted, you know, in the past. Like, let's just say in the past you wanted someone who was like, I don't know, I'm going to go like, whatever. You wanted somebody who was this, this, and that, and you got exactly that. You might have even had to make a decision between two people, and you chose this person here, the seneschal. And what's funny here is that this was the false person. So that's why I feel like your perception now has changed, because you literally couldn't see through this person. You know what I mean? Like, you literally, if you were choosing between two people, which you might have with the Two of Swords right here, you chose like the wrong person here. Because we have this Queen of Earth here who's coming up with great fortune. So this is the person that I feel like was, you know, the person that was the gift, the person that was the fortune in this whole thing, the person that you should have had your 10 of Pentacles with, the person that you could have created stability with, the true like loyal person. But for some reason you didn't see this clearly. You didn't see between these two people clearly, and when you were making your decision between these two people, you chose wrong. So now I feel like it's an even bigger deal, because it's not, you know, when we learn things after the fact, we have to go back to that moment when we were making that decision and think like, what the hell was I thinking in that moment? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what was the energy of myself in that moment? Like, why was this so unclear, right? And people do that. Like, some people don't show their true colors until like years later. You know, you always learn more and more about a person as you continue to like get to know them. So you don't have to see like, you know, I don't think it's all your fault, but I do feel like there was something wrong with your perception as well. Like, there was something off here with you as well. So again, maybe you were in a low vibe at that time. Maybe you were going through a lot of shit. Maybe you were stressed out. Maybe you're working and you just didn't even like, again, this could have been for convenience, this other person, like they live close by. They're always at my house. I see them every day. It's just like an easier decision, boom. But you didn't make the right one. That's what I'm getting here. And what's funny here is that I feel like divine timing's at play. So I feel like you might think like you've lost all chances with this other person, but something here tells me that you haven't, because we have divine timing here with the 10 of Pentacles. Like, if you had technically lost all chances with this person, I don't think divine timing would be here. So what I'm getting for your advice is that, yeah, I feel like this is the person that was the star. That's what I'm saying. This was the great fortune. This was the star, this person here. But you didn't choose correctly, because you were sitting in like Knight of Wands energy in reverse, the Emperor in reverse. This is your energy, right, Aries? The Emperor in reverse. So it's just like, I think you were not in the right mindset when you were making this decision. You might have been very low vibe. You might have been in your ego, and you made the wrong decision here. And I feel like you want to communicate to this person that things have changed in your life. You're no longer trapped. You're no longer feeling, I don't know if this other person, this female, like this feminine earth sign, knows about this seneschal, like the person you were dating. I'm sure they do though, because like social media is social media. Like, nobody's lives are private anymore. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, honestly, most likely they do know about this other person. But I do think that you want to come in and explain things to them. I think you do want to come in and like communicate to them about what went wrong here and how you're letting this person go. But what I'm getting from the divine is like, the most important thing here is not the fact that you might get this person or not. The main thing here to learn from Aries is not like, oh, how can I devise a plan to get this person? No. What you should do is wonder like, what happened here in between? Why was this decision so like hard to make? Like, why was it so difficult? Because I feel like just looking at the cards, it's so easy to tell like who's who, right? But I'm getting here that what am I trying to say? The only reason now that you can see that this person is false is because I feel like the divine has given you these glasses, right? And the divine wanted you to get to this point. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's, again, there's divine timing here, divine planning here. And what I'm getting here is like, you were never going to see it in the vibe that you were in here. Right? Like, at the beginning of this journey, in this energy that you were sitting in, you were never going to see this person for like being fake and being false and being unloyal. But now you can see it. And that was the whole point of this journey. So I feel like you're like hitting yourself in the head and you're just like, this is so stupid. Like, how could I have messed this up this badly? But what I'm getting here is like, this is all part of like the divine's plan in trying to help you maybe get out of your ego. Honestly, getting you out of ego, getting you out of the whatever this. I mean, your first card is like the ego card to me, right? So yeah, exactly. Like they want to cut off the ego. They want your ego to have to like be shut down. It was too strong, and like it was taking over everything. That's what I'm getting here, especially with this energy. Like this is all egocentric thinking. Like everything is about you, right? Nothing is about anybody else. It doesn't matter who you have to like hurt to get what you want. You're gonna get what you want. So you did get what you wanted, and you wanted this person, and you got them. And it was kind of like the divine's way of showing you that when we're sitting in our ego, it might look like we're sitting in our heart space, but it's totally different. Like these two energies are totally different. The beaver is grounded. The beaver is someone who's trying to like do things slowly but surely. The beaver is someone who's not like rushing. The beaver is not someone who's like, you know, everything has to be perfect, right? Like they're putting their house down. They have to make sure like every stick is the right stick. Every log like fits in the right place. Like, right, like they have their own little way of doing things. And it doesn't matter how long it takes to get there. It's more about how well they form the foundation to make it like a home. And what I'm getting here is like you are in your ego, and this speaks a lot about like rushing, right? Like fast energy, controlling energy, has to be my way. Maybe like this other person they just were like, oh, if you want to leave, leave. They didn't like fight, you know. They were just like, okay, like if you don't want to be around me, like then bye, like, you know. And your ego didn't like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like something maybe in your ego was triggered by this person because they maybe told you the truth, or they maybe like didn't make it so easy for you. And you're just like, oh, fuck it, I'll just go to this person. Like, look what happened. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I feel like this whole thing happened. It was to help you understand that there's a difference between moving in ego and moving in, like, love, right? And it's hard to, like, center yourself. It's hard to ground yourself, especially when we're triggered, especially when we're, like, stressed, especially when we're at work and we're, like, busy and shit. But they're telling you, like, it's really important because, like, look at the shit that happens in life when you're just moving around, like, crazy. So yeah, that's what I'm getting, Aries. But yeah, they're telling you exactly, like they're telling you to get out of this old energy, the Page of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, Aries in like Emperor in reverse, and to see things differently, right? Like you didn't see things. I just get you weren't seeing things the right way, like not at all. Again, like this person seemed like the attractive person. This person seemed like the best person. This literally coming up as a false person. I feel like they're telling you, like, if you do want to go towards this old person, or whether it be this old person that you want to lay a solid foundation with, or a new person, you're going to have to put in the same amount of work as this person. Even if you feel like for some reason, I feel like ego is still a little bit there. Like, you're like, oh, I'm the emperor. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I make all this money, or oh, I have all this. Like, it doesn't matter. That's all your ego. You know what I mean? If you can get out of that energy and realize that in relationships, things have to be reciprocal. And if someone's telling you what it is and they're telling you the truth, sometimes you don't want to hear that, but it is what you need to hear at that time. Like, I'd rather be around someone who tells me the truth. Like, if I'm, like, acting stupid, let's just say, I'd rather be around someone who tells me that than someone who's just, like, letting me do whatever I want and then talking behind my back. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I feel like we have here. Somebody telling you to your face, like, you know, I'm concerned. Like, I don't know what's up with you. Like, what's up? And somebody who's like, oh, yeah, go do that. Sure. Like, and then talk shit about you behind your back. Like, I just feel like there's two different vibes here. And now I feel like you're ready for something different. And the divine is saying, now you can have this different person, like this better person, because you yourself are changing as a person. Do you know what I'm saying? Or your ego is going to be put so low, like your ego is being taken out of the equation. So now all that is there is love, and you can come from a place of love. And that's what I'm getting with these 2 6s. There's a lot of synchronicities here. So we have 4, 4. We have a lot of 10s, and we have a lot of 6s. I feel like 4 is communication. I feel like you do want to communicate to this person. I really do. I feel like you might be even spying on them. With the Strength card, we have Leo here. I mean, you can do whatever you want, Aries, you know? But you have to come at it from a different energy than you did in the past. And I feel like you understand that. So let's pull some advice for you, Aries. So yeah, Aries, I feel like this next cycle for you is going to be really beautiful. Especially if you're in this beaver spirit energy, especially if you're in this stable heart space energy, as opposed to ego. I just feel like this whole read is like when you're in your heart space versus when you're in your ego, how you see the world, right? In your ego, you saw the false person as like a good match. You know what I mean? And now when you're in your heart space, you see this person for what they really are. And I feel like that's the balance, right? You have the dragonfly balance, the dragonfly and the pansy balance. I feel like with the dragonfly coming out, even your ancestors might be trying to guide you at this time. Like, try to listen, especially because you have so many synchronicities out here. Again, you have 3 6s, 4s, and 10s. You might be seeing those numbers a lot, or you just might be seeing numbers on the clock like very frequently, like 11 11, 12 12, you know, like 111, 222, 333. Like, those are the numbers that's like the divine giving you a signal, maybe that you are at a perfect balance. Do you know what I'm saying? Or maybe look up the number. It's gonna tell you. Every number means something, right? You see 1 2 3 4 a lot, you go look that up. You know, you see 34s a lot, you look that up. Like, they all mean something. And that's what I feel like this whole cycle was to put you back into balance. It's like so different. Like, the glasses you're in now are heart glasses, right? Let's just say like the divine gave you like these heart glasses, or your heart space allowed you to see things so differently. And the next cycle for you is going to be beautiful. You have Lolita, you have balance. You have Lolita, the red goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to light. They're trying to say, like, it's okay for whoever is here that feels like really guilty or feels like bad about what happened here. I feel like they're telling you it's okay. Because, like, this is such an important lesson that it's not something that you should just, you know, skip. Or you should stay in guilt over for a long time. The next cycle is going to be really beautiful because you're in your heart space. So don't be afraid to play. Don't be afraid to start over again. Don't be afraid to, like, just, you know, don't go back to ego, basically, and be sulking and like, oh my God, it's all this person's fault or whatever. You don't need to stay in that old energy. Everything has been balanced, I feel. And they're just telling you right now to, like, go have fun, go sit in your heart space and see how beautiful life could be, like, sitting in this heart space. And then you have the Ram and Dahlia, determination. I feel like for those of you who would like to be with this past person, that's what determination is here for. Like, if this is somebody, like, if you had a choice in the past and you couldn't see because you weren't sitting in your heart space, now you see, right? So nothing in this life is impossible. And I feel like, again, they're letting you already know that it's going to take strength. It's going to be like a process that it's not going to be the easiest thing. But if that's something that you want to do, then you can do it. The determination card is out here because it's kind of telling you, like, if that's something that you really want to go do, then go do it. You know what I mean? Then go put effort into it. Again, it's not something that's easy, but again, you're going to have to put a lot of effort into it with the 6 of coins. It's going to have to be reciprocal, but at the end of the day, it's definitely possible. So that's what I'm getting, Aries. I love you guys. I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time. Bye.